Welcome to another Motocamp adventure review. How's it going, adventurers? And welcome to my disheveled dorm room. You can tell I got bikes in the back and stuff. Really wish it was nice enough to actually ride them and my motorcycle. Anyway, I'm going to show you my Shoei RF-1000 helmet I got used. Why am I doing a used gear review? Because it's not like a new thing you can get. Well, I mean, some guys don't really have the money to go out and buy brand new gear, such as me. Like, I didn't really have a ton of money. I got my jacket from my brother, who I'm gonna show the actual jacket later on. He's really into motorcycling. You've probably seen him in some of my other videos. The only new thing I bought was pants and boots, and actually gloves too. So I'm lying. I actually bought a lot of new stuff. But regardless, I bought a lot of, I wouldn't say bad quality, but cheap stuff. So, let's get to the helmet. First off, you can tell I have like the clear visor on it. I don't think I'm going to get anything reflective or anything. I usually wear a pair of sunglasses underneath, and then sometimes I'll flip open the helmet completely if I'm going lower speeds. If I'm on the highway, I'll put it down. Yeah, so we'll start from the front, I guess. You can tell that it's got a vent here, right at your chin. That's actually pretty useful because sometimes this will fog up. I haven't found anything to make it not fog when you're going slower speeds or you're going through stoplights in a city or whatever. Yeah, then it's got, put this down, it's got two vents up top here. And they're kind of, I actually didn't even know there were vents when I first got it. I thought it was just sort of like a style thing, but that's how cool they look on the helmet. Shoei does a really good job of making the helmets look at least decent. Then going to the back, you have this vent here, which is like a slider vent thing. And I guess it's sort of like a Venturi type thing. So if you had air going through here, it's supposed to pass over and out the back. And you can tell that I did my own custom reflective sticker thing. I cut out a bunch of triangles in different shapes and stuff and tried to make some type of pattern so that when you look to the side, either way, if a person's riding behind with you, they can tell that you're looking somewhere. And that's actually pretty useful, if you're, say you spot wildlife or something and you don't want to hit it, say deer around where I live, and you're looking over to the side, and that tells the other person behind you that you're looking at something, and maybe they should make sure that they're aware of it too. Maybe I'll put it on. So this is a size medium. This fit my head really well. It's 57 to 58 centimeters. And I still suck at putting helmets on, but my ears always get messed up. But it's got the standard strap thing, and then it snaps. And that's nice because this doesn't dangle around. Anyway, yeah, so the shield is really easy to manipulate with this little tab thing. Usually I keep it just a slit open, or if I'm going highway speeds, I'll put it down all the way. That way I don't get this weird wind buffering effect, I guess. Like I said before, this shield can fog up if you're not careful, if you don't have the vent open in the front. And it's completely if you're just breathing hard or not. Which is another thing too. I bought this helmet fully knowing that it wasn't really an adventure touring helmet. But it's more so because I just didn't have the money for a nice adventure touring helmet. And this helmet, out of all the helmets I've tried, I've tried HJC, Arai, what else? Some of the cheaper ones that you usually find at I don't know, just some of the cheaper stores. None of them really seem to fit my head well, and Shoei, for whatever reason, just has that shape fits my head perfect. So that's why I went with this first. And I did try a bunch on before I went and got before my brother actually got this helmet for me in San Francisco and brought it over. But yeah, I pretty much love it. I really can't say anything bad about it. But anyway, the adventure part, the adventure touring helmet thing. On an adventure touring helmet, you have more of like almost like a dirt bike type thing where this chin piece comes out further, and that's really nice if you plan on doing like a lot of I guess like heavy breathing and stuff. Like if you're throwing around a big bike going off road and stuff, that makes sense. It really doesn't bother me that much at the moment, but maybe I'll find that it does. Also, my brother brought this up. If you have a big beard, this can kind of get too close. I had a beard growing when I did the California trip with him, and it really didn't get in the way. I didn't really notice it. Also, they usually have some type of visor that comes right here, kind of like a baseball cap sort of thing. And that's actually really useful. I could tell that, like, if you didn't have sunglasses on, and even with sunglasses on sometimes, if you're riding at like dawn or dusk, that sun can be basically right in your eyes. So this this chin thing is like, I think it's, I don't know. I don't ever really plan on using it, honestly. I think it's kind of like good if it was like raining or something. Anyway, it just basically fits in. Usually you put this on with the helmet off. But it basically just fits in and just kind of like clips in by itself, and does protect your chin for whatever, I don't know. I guess probably just rain. But for the most part, I'm probably going to keep that off because it just kind of gets in the way. And you know, if it's cold enough to have something there, then I'll have my balaclava on or whatever, or a neck warmer that goes over. Yeah, so whatever. Anyway, I've done the longest ride I've done with this helmet. I think might have been like, I mean, basically like all day. I don't know, and it really, I love it. I don't think there's any other reason for me to get a different helmet. Unless I crash with this one. Also, this one, I know that like manufacturers say to get a helmet that's like 5 years from manufacturing date or something like that. This one, honestly, it's like, I mean, it had like a musty smell to it because I think I think someone bought it and then it was just sitting in their attic or something, and yeah, so I don't think anyone even used this, and honestly, like, I don't know how much I buy into that. I think it might just be more of a marketing scheme than anything else. Maybe if it's like, I don't know, like 15 years old, yeah, then I mean, just technology-wise alone, you could probably get a much better helmet. But this thing works perfect for me right now, and it's all I can afford, really. Hopefully I can afford gas when freaking spring comes around. All right, well, there's another sort of quick review on this helmet. On anything. Oh, I forgot to mention, this has a lock here for the visor if you want to lock that, so then it doesn't actually come up. I think that's just sort of like a safety thing if you were to like fall and then something caught this little tab or something and opened up your visor just so it protects your eyes. Whatever. I kind of don't use it, and I think the chances of that actually happening are pretty low. But I do know the chances of falling and hitting your chin area and all that stuff are actually higher than anywhere else. That's why I wanted the full face helmet. But anyway, that's a whole different discussion. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and look out for used gear if you're looking for cheap stuff. You know, if you don't have the money to actually get into adventure riding or any type of motorcycle riding because you think that, well, the gear is too expensive, or I'll spend too much money on a bike and then I won't have money for gear. Just try to balance everything out, and I'm sure you guys can do it. All right, take care.